video is to show you how to do the Zapier connections between Maid Central and Lead Connector. So the first thing that needs to happen is creating the Maid Central API key, which I showed in the other video. And then clients need to have a Zapier account. If they don't have one, please ask them to create a Zapier account and provide you with the username and password. The safest way to provide the username and password is through LastPass, which is a password saving device. If the client doesn't want to use LastPass, just have them email over the information to info@tinaservice.com. Okay, so once we have the API connection and we have the Zapier login information, you can go to, and when you first log in here, you're going to be on the main screen. You're going to go to Zaps. You're going to go to Create, New Zap. And then in here, you're going to type in Maid Central. It's going to pull up the Maid Central app. If you haven't already logged in, it's going to trigger the information to say connect your account like it shows in the API video. But then once we have this app here, we want to go and say what the event is. So let's say, for example, it is job completed. So we're going to hit job completed. We're going to hit continue. We're going to say test the trigger. When we do test the trigger, it's going into Maid Central and it's going to pull some data to see what jobs have been completed. And it should bring us back some information. So I'll pull this back some information from November 12th. So we're going to go ahead and use this particular record, and it's showing you the username, the email, the phone number, their address, what type of service she had, etc. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to match these fields with the fields in Lead Connector. So Lead Connector is another name for GoHighLevel, and my account that uses GoHighLevel is called Lead Titan. So with the job completed, what we're going to do in Lead Connector is we're going to tell it to go and update an opportunity. And the reason we're updating the opportunity is because we're going to create some triggers and some automations based off the opportunity status. What we don't want to do is create a new account because that's just going to create duplicates for us. So the next thing it's asking is add or update opportunity. It's going to say, what account do you want to link this to? I know that for this account, it's my Lead Connector number 6, but if you're just setting this up for the first time, you most likely are just going to have one Lead Connector access. And you can see how to get access to your Lead Connector API in the other video that I've created on how to add your API key to Zapier. So in here, we're going to match up the fields that we want to pull in. So you don't have to fill out all of these. You just want to fill out the fields that you actually want to have zapped over. So for my clients in Maid Central, I pull over the following information. So first name, last name. I'm going to pull in their phone number. So in Lead Titan, it matches on email and phone number. So if it finds a person with this email, and it's going to always match it first. We can pull in. So since I know that this person's already in the system, I don't need to do the address, the city, the state, because it's just zapping more items, and I don't want to pay for that. I also don't want to pay to add any tags because she's already tagged in the system. Same thing with the source. But here, mark as a lead is very important. So she's not technically a lead, she's a client, so we're going to hit false here. Here's where we want to tell it which pipeline to add it to in the opportunities. So we're going to add it to the sales pipeline. Actually, I connected to the wrong Lead Connector account, so it doesn't need to be that one. It needs to be this one that's called Made for Time. So we're going to hit continue. We're going to make sure all these fields are still matching up. Just a reminder, mark as lead needs to be false. We're going to add it into the Maid Central pipeline. So you can have a lot of different pipelines, but this one that we want to push to is Maid Central, and it's going to ask you what stage, and it's going to be into job completed. So here it is here. We don't need to assign it to anybody, and all this other information does not need to be completed. So we're just going to scroll down to the end. We're going to hit continue. This is the data that it's pulling over. First name, last name, phone number, email. It's not a lead. It's telling us what pipeline and what stage to add it to, and the rest of the fields can stay empty. So we're going to test it, and we're going to publish it. You're going to name your Zapier. So this would be Maid Central job completed to lead Titan. And then what we want to do is we want to go validate that this works. So we're going to go over to the account, which is going to be Made for Time Rochester. And we're going to go over to the opportunities. And we're going to go to job completed, which is going to be here. And should be populating. Oh, we got this search name here, so that's why it's not showing up. So Sheila came in. So here it is.